Pop Squad! Coming at ya! Good evening, everybody. It is, December 8th, 2021. And I don't know. I decided I hadn't listened to an SPM song in a while, and lots of people request songs by him. And I'm happy to do them because I like the guy's stuff, and certainly have learned a little bit more about the guy. Don't need to go into all of that. If you watch the very first video I did, I hadn't actually done any research on him, so please forgive me for basically saying all the things that are only really obvious if all you know is that he has gone to court and gone to jail for allegedly sexually abusing children. I really think he got completely railroaded. But I don't really know anything about it. I've only done a little bit of research online, so that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to offend anybody by saying he's a child abuser, blah blah blah. I really have a lot of questions about that, and I think anybody who looks at the case would too. Anyway, I like his music. Again, SPM, when I originally mentioned him, SPM stands for South Park Mexican. He's Mexican, obviously. South Park is a neighborhood of Houston, which I also got wrong in the first video. And this is a song by him called Silhouettes. This is one of maybe 3 songs, in addition to the ones we've already listened to, that I have open on my computer to eventually listen to by him. I like to space things out a little bit. And I figured it was time to go back to SPM. So let's give this a listen. This song is, I think, just over about 4 minutes long, and came out, oh, darn it, I just looked, I think in the early mid-2000s. I don't have the exact date off the top of my head, even though I think it was 2004. But again, don't quote me on that. I think that's right. So it is, 16, 17 years old at this point? 17, almost 18 years old. So let's jump in here. This is Silhouettes by SPM. It's funny because looking at this CD cover, album cover, whatever, I don't even know what they're called anymore because, do people really buy CDs? Or, people do buy albums now because there's the whole hipstery buying vinyl. But it's funny to look at this because the font that they used on SPM and South Park Mexican here is so very much from the early 2000s, even the 90s. That's sort of like very solid, but with breaks in it and little shatterings to the letters. It's really of the time period, which is kind of funny to see. And again, this music basically sounds like a classical piano music intro to a song. It is not what you would consider hip hop, but again, because it is a hip hop song and a rap song, it's labeled as that, but it uses influences from everywhere, and I absolutely love that about this style of music. Oh, I like that. Really nice.
Flight, building up my appetite. See my homies eating and I be like, can I have a bite? Last night had a fight. After that I grabbed the mic. When the club closed, I went home on my granny's bike. People was laughing like, look, he just ran the light. I just kept pedaling. I didn't get mad or gripe. Sell that rock in the pipe. G to my afterlife. Let me get on stage. Bet I say the things that you like. Higher than the dragonfly. I'ma make math die. Been a
Do you hear the violin? Dun 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 dun. Also very cool. I like his rap and delivery here. There's not a lot of character to it. Like, he's not doing the sing-songy thing with his voice. He's not altering his voice really in any way. It's just a very straightforward rapping, and I think that probably has to do with what the song is about, right? It's kind of a slice of life of what he experienced, or at least fictionally experienced, or he's fictionalizing his experiences of going out to the clubs and rapping and having to ride his grandma's bike to get there and get home. No idea if any of this is true, but it does give you a picture of, a young rapper who wants to make it and just has to get by however he can get by. And it also sounds like is either selling drugs to make money or is in that sort of lifestyle in some way. So let's just keep listening. But man, I love the violin accents in this, and then the music in general is just great.
Pimp since that group that I was in with Gladys Knight. Mostly I be packing nines, have you pushing dandelions. Come short with my cash, you be dancing like it's hammer time. Yeah, I'm lost and I'm blind, still I'm gon' handle mine. Have your homie leaking cause he bumping more than camel spine. In the hood I vandalize, land of fiends and baggy eyes, where you can make a killing and don't even have to advertise. Silhouettes crack ice at night, then you see the jumbo line strike. Tell stories of a violent life, you smoke once and you would try twice. What the fuck else am I to do? I wanna be rich and buy a zoo, maybe just a candy five or two. Until my
I want to be rich and buy a zoo, I think is what he just said.
daughter, I would die for you. Silhouettes crack ice at night, then you see the jumbo line strike.
I mean, I guess sometimes you just have to rhyme a word, right? Like, get rich and buy a zoo.
Tell stories of a violent life, you smoke once and you would try twice. What the fuck else am I to do? I wanna be rich and buy a zoo, or maybe just a candy five or two. Until my daughter, I would die for you. Can't switch, never change, nothing for the radio. You don't have to pay me, ho, I'ma still make my dough. I've been selling albums since 92 and 93. They would either call me for a tape or a quarter key. For the dream, for the team, can't nobody hang with those. Battle me, I'm like, man, at least try to make it close. MC torturer, rap game sorcerer. Y'all remember when I did it on that song Warriors? That was me.
Oh, I like that. There was just a little bit of an accent before he says warriors, the words leading up to it. He does a really nice job of putting some accents on the words, which we haven't really seen much so far in this song, so it stood out to me.
MC torturer, rap game sorcerer. Y'all remember when I did it on that song Warriors? That
Yeah.
was maybe 95 with that most hated group. All my enemies heard my voice and it made them puke. Ever since I hit the street, I've been on the hit streak, straight from the gutter. Would you like to take a little peek? Simple tee and dicky shorts, on the cut with cold cords. No time to go home, cook it with the blowtorch. Old men on the porch, watching boys come and go. Life is a prison risk in the midst of running snow. Silhouettes crack ice at night, then you see the jumbo line strike. Tell stories of a violent life, you smoke once and you would try twice. What the fuck else am I to do? I wanna be rich and buy a zoo, or maybe just a candy five or two. Until my daughter, I would die for you. Silhouettes crack ice at night, then you see the jumbo line strike. Tell stories of a violent life, you smoke once and you would try twice. What the fuck else am I to do? I wanna be rich and buy a zoo, or maybe just a candy five or two. Until my daughter, I would die for you. Hustle slow or hustle fast, cages for who love to cash.
Love that violin.
Others in a buried hole, no one really understands. Trouble lands where it may, death is never choosy. If I try to ask why, this shit do just confuse me. Don't lose me, just hold tight, I know it's getting deep again. Call me when you need dope, nigga, I don't need a friend. I've been on a hustle since I started cutting people yards. Then I started noticing the rims on these people cars. Hope that they sleeping hard when I come back tonight. Next thing you know, I'm stopping hard at a traffic light. Jamming Ike, radio was programmed to oldies. Waiting on the green light so that I can go, please. AC with cold breeze, blowing on an Optimo. I could reach the pedal better if I had a longer toe. Stop at the stop and go. I ain't got no gas money, so I pump the gas first and holler, pay you back, buddy. Silhouettes crack ice at night, then you see the jumbo line strike. Tell stories of a violent life, you smoke once and you would try twice. What the fuck else am I to do? I wanna be rich and buy a zoo, or maybe just a can.
Oh, that was no good. Got cut off early there. Sorry about that. Um, what a great sounding song. I mean, really. I mean, the song overall sounds like a very boy. The word that came into mind was it's kind of a subtle rap song. You know, it's not like really strong, in your face, yelling at you sort of thing. It's much more reserved. And like I said, more of a slice of life, like talking about how he came up as a kid, and you know, was mowing lawns, making money any way he could. That he wanted to make records, wanted to be a rapper. It sounds like he was selling drugs or got involved in that. I'm not entirely sure, and honestly, I don't know enough about his background to say. But what I really, really like about the song is it is, and it's weird, it is the music and just that, what's it called? Pizzicato? I forget where you pluck the strings on the violin. It's just not something you hear ever in pop music. And this counts as pop music. It's popular music. Um, Really neat, really like a really kind of innovative use of such a simple thing that's existed for literally centuries. And it's kind of surprising, you know, you hear it in this song that we don't hear something like that more often in songs. Really, really a good song. The subject matter, a little dark, a little grim, talking about, you know, doing drugs and crack pipes and all that sort of good stuff, which thankfully I have never had to deal with. But it's absolutely part of people's lives, and I think this song is great. I think it's a really good song. I love the way it sounds. Just absolutely love it. So once again, thank you for recommending such a great goddamn song. Loving it. And again, gotta point out SPM, right in the name, Mexican, another Chicano rapper. Uh, way, way underrepresented, I think, in popular rap. Being Hispanic rap. I know there are a number of groups, but there should be a whole lot more considering uh, just the percentage of the Hispanic population in the U.S. and around the world, and considering how many people that are Hispanic who get into rap and are interested in rap and hip hop. I would love to see more of this type of music get more exposure. So I'm happy to review this stuff. Like I said, even though really I started this to review stuff from the 80s, uh, this is just good music. I mean, I really like this song. Thank you once again. Do let me. I just can't talk today. Do let me know what you think. I do appreciate it. I read all the comments. Sometimes I comment back. I keep track of the music that people recommend to me. And if you have something you want me to listen to, feel free to post it. Thank you very much. Pop Squad! Checking. Have a good rest of the week. It's already Wednesday, and that means only 2 more days of the week. And then it's the weekend, and we can all go party like crazy people again, just like I say every weekend. Have a good time.